What's good, YouTube? It's Ray Jarrell. So in today's video, I want to show you guys part 2 to this gun doubles mini scheme. So if you enjoyed the video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So if you guys missed part 1, please make sure you do go check that out. Actually, it goes over in depth, a lot more passive plays, a lot of good concepts. So in part 2, I have one play that I want to give you guys, well, actually one setup that I want to give you, but it works versus literally every single coverage. And I'm also going to show you guys about a 7 to 8 minute gameplay clip, and inside of that gameplay is going to be offense only. It's going to be showing you exactly how I love to use this scheme, because to me this is actually one of the best formations in Madden, simply just because you have such a good run option offense out of the shotgun, which is kind of rare to find. It reminds me a lot of a college style offense. So also, as far as personnel goes, you want to make sure you have your best receiver right here. Again, you want your number 1 receiver right here, and then you want your fastest receiver right here. Now, whoever, you could put whoever right there. I mean, I would just suggest speed, but literally whoever. But you want your best player here, and you want your fastest player right here in the slot. Now, it helps to have escape artist at quarterback. It's actually going to be a game changer if you do. So make sure you do have escape artist at quarterback. It's going to make the offense run a lot smoother. So anyways, the play that was, also while I'm thinking about it now, when I recorded the gameplay that you guys are about to see here in a second, I actually recorded this pre-patch. So if you guys didn't know, they actually patched the RPO, so the RPO glitch no longer works. So what happens is when you run the RPO, they're gonna automatically hand the ball off if you don't, throw the ball out there. So in the game, of course, it's pre-patched, so you're gonna be able to see me abuse that a little bit with the RPO glitch. So just wanted to make sure I did mention that, so you guys, and be like, hey, that doesn't work, or I'm aware of it. So anyways, the only play that I'm going over is going to be this PA zone read. Now, I might be saying, real, I've seen that in part 1, but this setup that I'm about to give you is really, really good to pair it with part 1, and you can dominate just out of this play. And inside of the gameplay, you're going to see me actually utilize some of these other plays that I really like. So do make sure you actually watch that gameplay. That's going to be coming up here in a second. So let's go to PA read, right? So for defense, we're going to come out in $1, because that's normally what you'll see. So I got some garbage D-line so I don't get shedded like crazy. Got 2 good safeties at line. Well, when I say good, I mean speed. Got 2 good speed linebackers right here / safeties. Also got 2 good slot corners. Stokes on the outside, 2 good safeties up top. So we're ready to rock, man. So like I said, I'll be showing you guys cover 3, cover 2, cover 4 drop, and I'll show you guys man coverage. And then we're going to hop right into the gameplay. So let's go ahead and go to cover 3. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pinch everybody. It's normally what you'll see online anyways. Now, most people are not going to zone drop. So you might be saying, real, why are you backing off him? Because just after pre-testing, he's gonna actually press, but I'll show you what happens if if he does press, because not everybody use zone drops. It's just majority, like 90% of the community is gonna zone drop right out the gate. But this is just kind of showing you guys realistically what you'll see as far as like releases and everything. Because if you guys, you guys should know that whenever you zone drop, they don't have press animations. But in practice mode, I don't have zone drops on, so they're gonna really press the mess out of my receiver. And I want to show you guys realistically what you'll see. So setup. So for the setup, you want to take triangle, put them on a streak. You want to take your running back, put them on a curl. And finally, you want to take your third receiver right here, solo side receiver, I should say, motion him across. You want to motion snap him. Now, what's cool about this is versus stock cover 3, we actually have a chance to one-play touchdown cover 3. So basically, you want to wait for that safety to move, and when that safety moves, you want to go ahead and deliver that strike. Now, that's going to stay true even if they zone drop. So that's why I wanted to show you guys first what it looks like, because this gets open because these 2 routes right here do not get pressed. So you see how they don't press them? Now they do a little, a little release like that may happen in game, but normally they're gonna do a clean release. Now this works because this crossing route is so deep that it's actually going to kind of pull the safety, like he has to guard that. You see how he kind of turns like, oh, I have to guard that. But what happens here is that now we have a nice little throwing lane that we can attack, and like I said, we basically have a one-play touchdown. Now also what you guys can notice too is that we have this throw right here that's going to get wide open. So if they are zone dropping, basically you'll want to make this read right here. So you want to do a high-low. So if they're zone dropping, this purple may be up here somewhere. So if you're unsure, you can always hit this drag route because it's normally going to be open. And the good thing about this play in particular is that this route, if you wait on it, it can actually get open over here on the sideline, which I'll show you that here in a second. And also last read you can have too, if you want to drift this way in the pocket. You can also playmaker this running back if you want, or sometimes he may be wide open depending on the defense. So it's just it's really great in my opinion. I really love this route concept. So quickly, I'm going to show you what I was talking about earlier. So remember, triangle on the street, We want to take R1, put him on a curl. Then we want to go ahead and motion that guy across. So I'm actually going to throw the square read just to kind of show you like what happens if maybe they deep half or something. But you're going to notice that triangle's going to get open again. But regardless, what you're going to be able to notice is that a lot of times you still be able to pass lead that ball up the field. So we literally have about 3 dots that's wide open on this play, which is why I said it's absolutely crazy. They have to do a lot just to account for that. And it's crazy that you can even throw that versus cover 3. Now, versus cover 2, I'm going to back that corner off again just to simulate a zone drop defense because most people are going to be zone dropping in some type of fashion. So you can see right here the setup. Let's go and motion this guy across. Hopefully I have enough time to show you guys this. I'm going to try to buy enough time to where I can show you all the reads that does get open. So you see circle can get open. Can I buy enough time? And I also wanted to show you that square can get open. Look at that pocket presence though, by the way. But let's hop into replay really quick. And actually, I just want to show you guys exactly what all gets open versus cover 2. So versus cover 2 is cool is that you're going to have this route that gets open. So vertical hooks do not play curl routes by the running back depending on the route concept. And with this route concept, they actually don't. So you can hit this literally all day if you wanted to. Now let's go back to this side. So versus stock zones, that cloud is actually going to drop, and what's going to happen is that you can fit this ball. That is an easy throw to make. You can tell that is just, I mean, that's literally easy to throw. So we already have, you know, you could technically hit this ball right now because this vertical hook is going to get pushed back by this little makeshift corner route that we created, and you're going to have this throw wide open. So we already have 1, 2 reads open already right off the gate. We have 3. So basically you want to read the user. If the user does not follow this route, well, if the user, if the user follows this route, then we'll just hit it up top or down low. We'll make that high-low read. Or if the user covers this route right here, then we can actually just drift, you know, this way in the pocket. And now we have a high-low read on this side, which is why I said this play is just, you know, this play is actually really dangerous though. But cover 4 drop is the only thing that may give you trouble. But we'll actually go ahead and see right here. So same setup, R1 on a streak. You want to go ahead and take triangle. Excuse me, R1 on a curl route, triangle on a streak. Go ahead and motion that guy across. Then we're going to get ready to snap the ball. Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to run this versus man. This is definitely a zone setup. But I do want to show you that throw definitely is possible to throw, and that's one of my favorite throws to make. Now, the only thing is that this backside crosser is not as good, just because cover 4 drop normally does a great job. So let me actually back that guy up so he doesn't get pressed. But cover 4 drop normally does a pretty okay job with that because we don't have anything pushing that quarterback on Jay Alexander's side. So that's the only throw that would be actually pretty tough to make. It's definitely possible, it's just tough. So you see how we can kind of pass lead that up there, and you know, it's not really open, so it's not the best read. It definitely is not a cover 4 drop beater like this particular setup that I give you, but that's the only thing that's with that. Now, I already showed you guys man coverage and everything with this play, so if you want to see man coverage, please go check out part 1. But let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay. All right, so you can see right here, man, just loaded up into just a random online game. And the reason I actually wanted to give you guys this game, because this game I can actually show you guys exactly how explosive this offense can be. Now right here you see me setting up my personnel, which I already went over, but you want your fast receiver in the slot and you want your best receiver to the strong side, to that 2 receiver side on the outside position. So right here, if you were curious about how I do my audibles, this is exactly how I do my audibles. I like to put PA zone read at the top. Then now it's gonna switch up a little bit just because RPO glitch does no longer work. So what I would do is actually just put the jet pass fake zone in there instead of RPO zone peak. So that's just one little thing that I would do. But yeah, also one thing I did forget to mention is that you want to make sure you have your ball carrier on conservative. Now why is that, real? Because you really want to use that quarterback power play. That's what I call it, the fake jet pass power. A lot of mouth, it's definitely a mouthful to say. But one thing I did mention too in part 1 is that you want to do these dummy audibles, like a dummy, you know, hot route adjustments. And you want to click on them, then motion them. So what's going to happen is that the user is not really going to be sure if you're like, you know, motion him yourself or if it's an auto motion. Now, if they're really, you know, you can kind of tell if you're pretty decent at the game, but if you're not paying attention, you might just think that it's a regular pass play, and that's just pretty much all you want to do. So anyways, you guys can see right here, this is actually the setup that I just got done giving you guys, and I wanted to just give you a couple in-game examples. But normally you would not want to run this play this close to the goal line. I mean, it was just pretty dumb. I mean, yes, I got cheated, I could have caught it, but you don't really want to run it this close. You want to run this more like midfield because this is a deep developing route for both of them. So just like I told you guys, you want to do some dummy audibles, dummy hot routes. Now right here, I probably should have gave it. The only thing I wish about Madden, you know, see how Kyler Murray was running all slow? I really wish they'll let you just get out of there if you got escape artists like that. So I don't know, maybe that'd be OP. Y'all let me know in the comments, because I don't know, I think that you should be able to be allowed to just get out of there, you know, if you do a read option, you know. But anyways, 4th and 6, now this is just a setup that I like to play around with. Basically that zig route, streak straight combo is going to pull down any zones, and normally square is going to be open. But right here he did kind of play like a match style coverage, so we actually did have our slant. If we did not throw that when we did, definitely would have been a incompletion for sure. So right here he's moving his safety to my strong side, so that lets me know that he's in cover 3. So that's why I went to 4 vertical. So I seen his user on X, so I just turned my attention to the triangle. Now I could have had X still because I don't know what his user was doing, but either way we do dot him up for the 1-play touchdown. Now right here, this is actually a 1-play touchdown versus cover 3. Now because there's actually 2 ways we could bomb cover 3. The first one you guys already seen. Now this is the second way right here. So you want to take a slot, put him on a streak, and also this play is the I forgot what play this is called. It's like this cross play, I think, or something like that. I really can't think of the name right there. I think it's wide shallow something. It got a deep post on it, but you guys see the play, or you guys will know what play it is. I should have actually just showed you guys when I picked the play so I could already have it in my memory. But basically right here I already knew he was in trouble because he got clicked on the lineman, so all I needed to do is buy time, and you could tell that deep third safety is not going to be able to get there. That outside corner is not going to be able to get there, so we pretty much just glitched it out, and it's basically a 1-play touchdown just like that. Now he actually did end up throwing a pick 6, so that's why you see right there we do get the message, and when he gets the message for a good job, and just want to throw that in there, man. But by no means, I want you guys to know, by no means he's a bad player. He just literally threw a pick 6, and then I capitalized, you know, so he threw another pick on his drive, so that's why it's 21-0. Now right here, this is actually that jet pass toss play. So you kind of notice how like he actually tosses it. It's not like a normal like handoff, and it actually changes the blocking between both of them. So I kind of like to test both of them to kind of see like, okay, can I use this one or can I use this one? But man, RIP to the RPO zone glitch, man. You know, it was fun while it lasted, man. I don't understand why they took it away, but sometimes, man, they just don't want you to kind of have fun on here. Because I mean, to me, as long as there's a counter to something, I'm completely okay with it. Because now on next gen, I'm pretty sure it was definitely broken. But right here, that triangle route, that corner route, that's actually an angle play, and that corner route on the angle play torches man coverage because it's actually a sharp breaking corner route. Especially if you have a route running there, he's really going to create a nice separation. So that's another one of my favorite man beater setups. So right here, he was playing a lot of heavy man. Now right here, I was figuring out if he was in man or zone. I couldn't really tell. Ended up being in man. Now I was reading his user and I just didn't have enough time. I tried to just float it, but didn't have enough time. So unfortunately, we were not able to complete that pass. So right here, I'm just testing out, see what works versus 2-4-5 double A gap. And actually, I think I really love this quarterback power versus it. Now, right there, he did get an unfortunate animation when he tried to click on. I think it was because he tried to big hit my quarterback. And that's why you do want to be on conservatives right there. We do walk into the end zone. So we do end up, I think he ends up scoring again. And so it's 35-6. So like I said, I know the score doesn't show it, but he actually has defensive wise, he was playing pretty good, you know, like he wasn't just coming out and just, you know, some dumb BS defense. Like he was actually playing, you know, somewhat type of defense. So right here, that's actually the last time I wanted to showcase this. So apparently that jet pass is really not good versus double A gap. So it's also a lot of figuring things out because there's a lot of unique run plays, a lot of unique things you can do with this offense. It's just figuring out what works versus what defensive front, I should say. So this is the angle play I was telling you guys about. So triangle, that corner route is really deadly. You can tell it's kind of a sharper breaking corner route. So my thought process right here is I wanted him to follow that slant so I can actually hit triangle on the backside post. Excuse me, backside corner route. That was actually my game plan. So you could tell actually if I'd have had a half a second longer, I would have had square for basically a touchdown. But I wanted to throw triangle out the break, so that's just what I did. Now right here, this is terrible by me, but the play call is nice. The route combination is nice. It's just my execution. Now I should have just actually threw this ball away or ran with it, but I was just being ignorant. I just threw it. I was like, I wonder if he'll just make a play on it, and he did not. So I throw a pick. So that's what happens when you make dumb decisions like that. But we end up getting the ball back. It's all good. Wasn't really worried about it because he wasn't really doing much on offense. So, you know, why not just have a little fun, man? It's always good to try to have fun. But right here, this is definitely a man beater that I have for you guys. That post, that's why you want to put your best receiver there because that is a man beating post. It's right there. Our stick work's going a little crazy. Can we actually take it to the house, man? Is he going to catch us? And no, he's not. So we do get the touchdown right there. So right here, you see it's 42-6. Now, this is what he was doing on offense. Like I said, it's not like he was bad. He's just, you know, it's really hard to run empty versus me unless you just really know what you're doing. Like you just really have to have some nice good dots because he was actually going from like a single back like bunch to actually empty, which is pretty overrated if you ask me. But right there, he's not going to convert, and then he's going to go ahead and exit out of there. But anyways, that's to wrap it up for this video. Do let me know if you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out. guys.